Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with the legendary Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Well, there was certainly a lot of speculation, Shaq, but finally, in July, it became reality. LeBron James leaving Miami, going home to Cleveland.
LeBron in Cleveland can finally bury the hatchet with his decision to leave. We all would know what he did in 2010. But now LeBron has a chance to bring a title to a city with no title in 50 years. LeBron, I just have to say one thing. Welcome to Cleveland.
I think everyone in Cleveland is singing that song, as a matter of fact. Hey, what do you think, Shaq, when the owner had spoken to LeBron and they cleared everything up, all that stuff that had gone on in the past is history. What are the expectations now with LeBron there?
Expectations are still the same. He went to Miami 4 years in a row, making it to the finals. A lot of people are not talking about this yet, but LeBron James and Kyrie Irving in the backcourt, 1 or 2 words, woo-wee or woo-wee.
I'm with you on that. Time now for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against Toronto. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Thunder with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
You know, their shooting percentage in that game, you look at the box score, it's just off the charts. I watched the tape. It was mostly because their offensive execution was flawless.
Yeah, they did such a really nice job of moving the ball side to side, opened up the court for them. It makes it tough for the defense when you spread out and move the ball the way they did, and they got high-quality shots as a result.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center, great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
Durant attacking. And the shot is long.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
Irving kicks to James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy, but he's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assists.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
The drive by James. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's running. Again, Durant missing.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
And Verjao, a good decision-maker, Steve, for a center. A 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio last year.
And he had a terrific season as a 2-point jump shooter. Able to spread the defense out a little bit and operate from the high post.
And Durant gets it to go.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Irving against Westbrook. LeBron passes to Waiters. LeBron kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Waiters. The 3. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Well, they thought they'd handle this club last year both times, but they actually split the 2 season meetings. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
LeBron against Durant. James, dishes to Irving. You know, you would think, as you said, Steve, that no matter what building they were in, this is a team, they should have beaten both times.
It probably had a little something to do with the fact that they're just not a very familiar opponent. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
He didn't make a lot of noise heading into last season's All-Star game, but boy, did Kyrie Irving put on a show when he got there. It was a playground type of game, and he dazzled everybody with his skill.
The first free throw is good. And upon winning the All-Star MVP last year, Irving said the most important thing was bringing the trophy to Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a nice nod to the fans in the Forest City, and being a native Clevelander myself, I know how much the fans appreciate being acknowledged by one of their favorite players. After all the speculation and turmoil last season, that was a nice bright spot, even if it was soon overshadowed by the return of the king.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Feeds it to James. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And remember last season, a fan who ran out on the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggled with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 7 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. .124 left in the first quarter. Miller, the pass to Dellavedova. The pass to Marion. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And it doesn't even draw iron. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Lamb. Right now averaging 5 points a game. And the basket by Jones.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Miller kicks to Dellavedova. Pass to Miller. The 3. That's good. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Lamb dishes to Morrow. No good from outside.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. And it's blocked by Adams. Here's Morrow. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
They're playing as one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Here's Lamb. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Coming up next Sunday night, December 14th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go on the road to battle the Miami Heat. Live from American Airlines Arena. Be there.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And, Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Miller. Then it's James Jones. Then there's Marion, and it's Thompson in at center. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Dellavedova. Kicks it to Miller. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Miller's got 7 points.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
Cavaliers trailing. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
For Cleveland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Jones. Jackson, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lamb. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Marion. James comes in for James Jones. Dion Waiters checked in for Mike Miller. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Durant. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Jumper off the screen. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Russell Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and you know, the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span, so a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs, and so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
And the Thunder making a change here. Perkins is checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Verjau's checked in. Irving drives in. Good! Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverley, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
Now here is Verjau. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And a wide open look for James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
Here is Durant. He's got 6. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Outside Westbrook. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as...
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
Now, here is Irvin. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. I mean, credit him for his aggressive play. Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound, maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
In a moment here now to check out the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 2nd in steals, 7th in scoring, and as a distributor, he's been really effective, ranking in the top 10 in assists.
And Steve, I think the steals per game average that he sports is really an impressive stat. I mean, you think about coming up with the steals that he does and the way he does it with smarts and tenacity.
He's off on the second. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Tristan Thompson switched his shooting hand before last season. He entered the league as a lefty, but transitioned to shooting righty. His thinking? At the end of the day, I want to be the best player I can. If that takes an adjustment in my jump shot or anything else, why not make that switch? He's shown he's willing to put in the work, gentlemen.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, we know how talented he is. It's just a question of how good can he become.
Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Thunder. 2nd, the Cavaliers.
You know, Kevin, you look at both of these teams, and passing and ball movement have really become priorities, a focal point for both of them.
.143 left in the second quarter. And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Haters no luck.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
And both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64th, I think, may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, Anderson Varejao staying relatively healthy last season. That's to say he only missed 17 games. And that's a far cry from his previous 3 seasons where he played a total of just 81 games. He's never going to pass up on a chance like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, this guy can get to the rim.
Durant kicks to Adams. There's the dish to Ibaka. Just 3 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Varejao, Steve, has shown flashes of all-star caliber production at the center position. It's been his injuries that have really held him back.
Yeah, it's good to see him able to remain on the court for most of the season. I mean, a tough year for the Cavs last year record-wise, but Varejao, for him, a step in the right direction health-wise.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jones checked in for Durant. Morrow comes in for Jackson. And it's Lamb in there for Russell Westbrook.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
Thunder trailing by 3. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Lamb kicks to Jones. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Waiters. Up against Jones. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now here's Waiters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. to the inside. Thompson, and he slams it one-handed. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Scott, what exactly are they doing to take away your transition game?
They're doing a great job of getting back. That's what they do, and we just have to make sure we get stops first and then the front out.
Scott, thank you, guys. Job one against this team. Get them out of transition.
I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Cleveland leading by 4.
The Thunder weren't the best team in the West against the East last year, but they didn't need to be. They still dominated the conference overall.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Thunder trailing by 8. Outside Westbrook. Durant attacking. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Passes to Love. Durant with the steal.
Man, what a play. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
The feed to LeBron. Verjao with a screen on Durant. Pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Verjao dishes to James. Puts up the baby hook. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the results you get right there.
And Scott Brooks even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's a collaborative style. And really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Here's Ibaka, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Count the bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Thunder trailing by 7. Westbrook passes to Jackson, and that one's good. Jackson's got his first basket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Irving attacking. Comes up empty down low.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all, though.
The drive by LeBron. And he gets it to go. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
He's got such good hands around the basket. He rarely allows those opportunities to slip away.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Three-pointer. Jackson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving dishes to Love. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Here's Love. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook drives in. Outside for Durant. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to Westbrook. Left side, Ibaka. Jackson kicks to Durant. Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc, Varejao comes up with the rebound. Varejao's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Love from the arc. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tries to save it. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Here's Lamb. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that does it for the third quarter.
Wednesday, December 17th, Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. An Eastern Conference showdown. Be there.
Thunder trailing by 7, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got LeBron James. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Miller. And it's Thompson, and it's Marion in at the 4.
Now, they read the defense perfectly that time.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And that one's good by LeBron. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
And here's Morrow outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. On the wing, Miller. The 11-footer, and he gets it to go.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Adams dishes to Lamb. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the basket by Morrow.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to James. Out to the wing. He dishes it to Miller from deep. Here's Marion. Great D that time from Collison. Second chance shot. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
Irving kicks to Miller. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Some foul trouble. I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jackson comes in for Lamb. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Waiters, he's checked in for Miller. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verjau's checked in. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Westbrook against Irving. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Russell Westbrook. Waiters passes to Verjau. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Collison.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Outside Durant. He kicks it to Westbrook. And the Thunder, another 3.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Waiters, and it's blocked by Adams. Westbrook kicks to Durant. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 18 points for Kevin Durant. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Thunder?
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the...
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Love dishes to Irving. 18 feet out and right on target with the swish. Thunder trailing by 7. Westbrook drives in. Outside Durant. Feeds it to Jackson. Right side Westbrook. Fires the 3. Jackson misses.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game. An unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
Fires for three, and he gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Westbrook against Irving. Thunder with the rebound. Hollison's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he gets it to go.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if
they're up by 4. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the Thunder with some changes. Perkins is checked in for Steven Adams. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Nick Collison. LeBron is checked in for Cleveland. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
.125 left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Jackson. Dishes to Durant. Westbrook wide open. He fired. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Now just a 1-point Cavalier lead. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13. So just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. James kicks to Waiters. No good again that time.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And so it's Cleveland with it. James, a screen on Westbrook. LeBron outside. It's good.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Here's Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Right side, Durant. Westbrook drives in. Here's Perkins. Nails it.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. LeBron against Durant. And Waiters has it in the corner. He's off from 3.
He's just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
That's his comfort zone. So defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Kevin Durant. Shooting.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's James. It's in!
Talk about confidence to pull up from out there. And what skill to knock it down. That's major league there, folks.
Well, you got to love just the swagger, the ability to pull up from there and just show the defense what he's made of.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what was so drastically different about this team's defense in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some easy threes, 4 or 5 threes. And they're a great shooting team, and they're great in the paint, so we just had to make a second effort. I think the only adjustment we made was playing harder, and we just got to continue to keep playing together on both ends.
Well, you certainly locked them up. Thank you, Kevin. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.